Hey Clashers, there's a new strategy in town and it is using super giants. Actually, one of my clanmates came up with this strategy, so I thought I would just highlight it to you guys and show you how strong it actually is. By the way, there's new offers in the shop, for example, this new cool Royal Champion skin and obviously the entire scenery. If you think of buying that, make sure to use a creator code. It's super easy, just go into the shop, press another small C and type in the code ITSU if you want to support my videos. So now, let's dive into the attacks. And let's start things off with box bases. We're going to work our way from box bases to then teaser bases into ring bases. So we have most of those different styles of bases which are popular in Legends because this is where this strategy really is good. The question now is, how does this work? Because this strategy already looks really strange. You have no wall breakers, you have 6 random lightnings. Like, what exactly is the purpose of this? Well, for this, I have to explain it with the kind of like a story. So, in my community clan, we are doing every month roundabout like a 2 versus 2 tournament. And in this tournament, you can actually ban characters. You can ban spells. You can ban things like that. And actually, they prepared, or actually RZ77 prepared a strategy which he could run with the opponent banning wall breakers. And this is what he came up with. So, what exactly is the plan with this? Well, against a box break like this, you can see already, the pure purpose of those lightnings is to create pathing. Why exactly is that the case? Well, you have no wall breakers. So your super giants are your wall breakers, so you need to be really careful with that. So you need to create pathing. With this, what exactly is he doing? He's clearing that compartment with the warden, that compartment with those lightnings, which means there's no other path than, yeah, that's right into the center with those super giants. They have no other way to go, and that's the great thing about this. So, why exactly is this so strong? Well, you're suffering from not having super wall breakers, but those lightnings are really like doing a great job of completely making up for it. In addition to that, you have super giants, which are incredible tanky. They're already so strong for quite some time. The big problem though is you always had to bring those super wall breakers. And now RZ77 had an idea to work around that with those lightnings, with the addition of the flame flinger, to make a way of still using super giants, still using super wizards, 2 of the strongest super troops in the game, but at the same time being able to use both and making good use against most of those bases. You can see that with this, right? Town Hall is down, Royal Champion coming from the bottom side, pushing everything to the top side. And one thing which I have learned watching the replays from those attacks is just how tanky are those super giants. That's just beyond broken. It is crazy how tanky they are. And as I said, the main reason why so far no one used them is only because, well, that's easy. You only can use 2 super troops. And super wall breakers are always a must pick. But with this combination, you don't care. You don't even need to bring a jump. You don't even need to bring 4 earthquakes. No, it is super simple. So after this, we're going to take a look now at a second box base, and then moving forward to some teaser bases and some ring bases. The next box base again, and we have a different setup. Again, he's only using those lightnings in such a different way than most people would expect. Most people would say, okay, he's trying to use the lightnings for some X-bows, maybe air defense and the Inferno Tower. No, instead he's using really cheap lightnings just to take down the air defense and some pathing over there, because with this he can really make sure that the flame flinger is going to get that town hall. The great thing about this as well is no one is expecting this. No one is expecting a strategy like this, which makes this even stronger. The next thing is you have to be careful if there are any, if there's any possibilities of having traps around the town hall. Make sure to use loons, for example, to trigger those. And, well, then the one walk, in this case, he's going for the scatter. I think I have to say, from what I have seen, I thought that he would go for the bottom side. I think that would have been better, and then send everything into that. But I guess he just wanted to make sure that the flame flinger has the value he needs to get. Because with this, the flame flinger can take down the town hall, the single inferno tower, even some bitter huts, everything really nicely. And now he's putting everything down here in there. The big problem though, and that's the big problem, he has no wall breakers again. This means he's really relying on wherever the super giants is going or are going, and he just needs to react. He's using some super wizards as well to funnel super wizards overall, as you guys know, super strong. The rage, in my opinion, a little bit too aggressive, because one of the good things about this strategy is if you are manipulating the health state of your troops with good rages, and the rages are really important to drop onto your healers, the healers are switching within seconds. It's really quick. Because why exactly? Well, with P.E.K.K.A. Smash, you have most of the time the problem that healers are not switching. That's because first, healers are stupid. That's the first reason. The second reason being that healers are switching when there is more troop space on one spot which they can heal. This is why, for example, in the Queen Charge Hybrid, sometimes the healers are switching off to the Hybrid even though your Queen is not losing any hit points. Because the healers always are trying to search for the area with the most hit points, most troop space to heal that. And if you're now considering that 3 P.E.K.K.A. having 75,000 space, but 10 super giants having way more than that, it is way easier to force your healers to switch. And you can see, even though things did not go as planned, with everything walking through the wrong walls, it is still going to be crushing 3-star, because, again, you just saw them disappear. Those super giants are surviving everything. Another great thing is obviously that, well, you have so much tanking power and you have a strategy which no one is expecting. So it's less likely that you're running into baits. So again, I just want to give you guys a couple of different options, approaches. This time though, we're going with the teaser bait. So what are your options over there? First option, that's exactly what he's doing. Warden Walk, Flame Flinger for the Town Hall side. But hey, if you're getting higher in Legends, this might be something which people are expecting. Flame Flinger for the Town Hall side. So what he could have done as well, which he did in one of his attacks as well, is using the Flame Flinger around the bottom side, like somewhere over here. That's possible as well, just to create even better pathing for your super giants. And if you're now afraid of, well, the Town Hall being so far back, don't worry, you have super giants, the best tank in the game. And you would see that. First of all, you can see the healers are switching right away. Even though the warden is taking damage, the healers are switching just because there is so many troops on one spot. So you can see as well, the healers now quickly healing up the warden again with that rage. As I said, cover with that rage your healers. That's really important, because this makes the switches and everything way more reliable. You don't need the damage in front. The super giants are tanky enough. That's fine. Rage your queen, rage your healers. Those are the more important things. Then again, use your royal champion to create pathing. It is really important that you're giving your super giants a direction. They are your wall breakers, they are your path, and you need to direct them. You need to tell them, okay guys, it's going into this direction or that direction, and that's what you can do with the royal champ together. Now you can see the town being really far back. If you might have expected that the town was going down by the flame flinger, that's completely wrong. Instead, the town being pretty much the last defensive building. But you don't care, again, and I would say this to you guys many times over this video. It's super giants. It's super giants, and they are so tanky. And with having so many, with you having so many super giants, it is way easier as well to go into multi-inferno towers. So that's a big problem. If you're going into multi-inferno tower compartments as your entry, you might lose a lot of those super wizards already from the beginning. No problem with those super giants. It's no problem to going into that. Again, as well with, for example, single inferno towers, you have 10 of them. So the single inferno towers is going to have a rough time of taking down every single one of them. Again, if you compare it to P.E.K.K.A. Smash, where you have only 3 P.E.K.K.A., if one of them is getting burnt down, that's a big problem. The first time I saw this strategy, I was like, oh no. This is maybe not the best for Legends, because it has a huge problem versus ring bases. Well, I was wrong. I was freaking wrong. So what exactly are we seeing here? Well, the big problem is more likely that you have so many X-bows, so many ground X-bows and ring bases, that it's really hard to make use of this flame flinger. But again, I forgot that this freaking guy is using lightnings to support that, to make sure that whatever is in the way of the flame flinger, he's just going to lightning it. It doesn't matter if it's X-bows covering the town hall in a box space. It doesn't matter if it's, for example, X-bow, ground X-bows covering the funnel, the corner, which the flame flinger is supposed to get. It doesn't matter. The lightnings are so strong in combination with the flame flinger, and because super giants do not need that many spells, it is perfect. It is literally perfect. Now again, what exactly do you have to look for? Which side are you attacking from? The importance of this is, the most important thing of this is actually the defenses. How the defenses are structured. Because you have no wall breaks, no jumps, no 4 earthquakes to get through all of this. So why exactly is he coming from this side? Because, well, you can see those 2 defenses are really isolated. There's no defense on this side, and there's no defense on this side. So the super giants are going to go for the wall, go for those 2 defenses, and then they're going to go straight for the next wall because the sides of funnel, there is no defenses, and that's the important thing. With this, he just is busting through those walls, and you can see he is just like within a wave overtaking this base. Top side, flame flinger, core, his heroes with the super giants which just cannot die, and the super wizards, the royal champions in the mix as well for the bottom side. And you can see there is no second day for this base. The base is just getting obliterated step by step. The flame flinger has not even opened yet at the top side. And you can see, I have really rarely seen in P.E.K.K.A Smash super wizards are surviving for so long. But take a look at that. The majority of them, or even a couple of them, let's say like this, have survived this stage, or one at this point. But I think in P.E.K.K.A Smash, I have never seen them surviving even to the core of the base. But with the super giants being able to tank so many defenses at once, it is really, really easy. And again, another 3-star. So again, huge props to RZ77 for coming up with this strategy, with this specific approach, with the lightning, super giant, super wizard, and flame flinger combination. And thank you so much as well for me being able to show this to you. I hope it's a nice way for you to get some more 3-stars, because it's a really easy strategy. And I hope you enjoyed the video as well. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys for the next video. Until then, see ya and bye bye.